Hi, this is Katherine reporting for Kids First, and today I will be interviewing Manjari Makijany, who is the director of Spin. So thank you so much for joining me today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Catherine? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So you come from a long line of filmmakers and actors, and so when did you figure out that you wanted to be a director?
Pretty early on, actually, I was, watching a stage play at Prithvi Theatre in Mumbai, and I remember that stage just transforming into different worlds, with different plays, and I was like, wow, this is just like, it's you can whip up any story and make people go on a journey with you and make them experience something and transport them, and that's when I realized that I want to tell stories. So it was while I was still in school. And yeah, pretty much after graduating, I sort of pursued my career in filmmaking.
Wow, that's really cool that you could know from such a young age because I don't even know what I want to be when I grow up. So it's cool that you know that.
And that's cool too, because like a lot of times we discover later. I mean, look at Rhea, right? In Spin, she has no idea that she has this talent, and then when she finds it, it's never too late.
Right, yeah. And there are so many fun scenes and factors in this movie. So, what was your favorite part about filming this movie?
Oh, I think the favorite was the DJ battle in the end, where Max is doing his song and Ria's doing her song, and the little moments that they share backstage, and the little moments that Rhea has those looks with her father, with her mother, and her family, and really bringing sort of this eclectic music she's created and giving that to the world. That was really exciting to film and to sort of even to direct that piece.
Yeah, that was such a fun film to see, and there was so much to it, and it was a lot of fun to watch.
Great. I'm glad you liked it.
So, what are some significant messages that you would like the audience to take away from this movie?
I hope I really hope they take a little bit of inspiration and realize that it's never too late to realize what you want to pursue and really even go after the unconventional dreams, whether it's you know DJing or it's something else, or it's filmmaking, or it's doing something that's not the conventional route. And I think that I hope people take away and get inspired from Ria's journey. And I also hope they take a little bit of the slice of life of India, and just get to celebrate the culture and the music and the food and the festival and all the fun things we've packed in there.
Yeah, and so I feel like that's a great thing to take away from it. I kind of took that away as well. And so this is like a groundbreaking film. It breaks down the barriers. It has a very diverse cast. So what are your feelings about doing Disney's first Indian American movie?
Super exciting, just so exciting that I could get to direct this film and really get a chance to have my take on it and really present sort of the culture and, like I said, the music and the fun cast. And it's really this global sort of ensemble, and that is presenting to the amazing Disney Channel fan base with something that's fresh, new, modern, contemporary, and yeah, and a little different.
Yeah, I feel like it's I feel like it'd be such an honor to do all that. Yeah, as well.
It really was, and I think it feels amazing that I can be the Indian filmmaker who's telling Disney Channel's first Indian American lead story. That's just special, very special.
Yes, it is. It's very special. And so, how or what was it like working with all these very talented and young actors?
It was amazing. We had so much fun. What you see on screen is pretty much how it was even when I called cut. Everybody was still sort of making fun and games and joking, and we would have like these fun get-togethers, and the cast would sort of go off and do these sort of go apple picking, or they'd come over to sort of my place and we'd do like a fun dinner get together. It was just really nice to bond with them off screen, because also when we were on set, it would just be so natural and organic because everybody already had that bond and those relationships formed.
Yeah, I feel like it's so important to have, chemistry and a relationship on and off set. I feel like it's such an important thing to have.
Totally, totally. And I think that that was important because the film is about those relationships and about friendships and about sort of respecting the family, but also, sticking together with your friends and supporting them. So yeah, that was beautiful.
Yes, it really was. And so, how did COVID affect the production of this movie?
It affected it in the sense that we had to follow a lot of strict protocols. We were had to test thrice a week, and we had to make sure everybody is kept safe, and everything is sanitized. We had a whole sanitation crew, and COVID officers on set. So it was definitely challenging because we as creatives, we all had to recalibrate our minds to wait a second, how do we do this now, because now we are like in a mask and a shield and like Comtex, and so it was definitely sort of an added challenge to the regular process of filmmaking. But I think the fact that when you have a team that everybody's on the same page, it becomes very easy to communicate.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like, yeah, it would be definitely really hard. It's put a lot of things on hold, and there are some movies that were supposed to come out last year but came out, a year later, stuff like that. I feel like it's hard, but it's great that you made the most of it.
Yeah. No, I'm glad that we could finish filming and keep everybody safe, and we had no crazy scares, and I'm just happy that we can present it. And then when you see the film, nobody will ever know we shot it during a pandemic.
Right, yeah. And so, what's the most important thing you've learned while directing this movie?
Oh, sorry, what's the most?
Yeah, most important thing that you've learned while directing this movie.
Oh, what's the most important thing I've learned in this process? I'd say it's just being very patient. Kind of going off with the whole pandemic thing. There are sometimes things that happen that are beyond your control, and you have absolutely nothing you can do about it. And in those moments, how do you keep your team calm? How do you stay calm? And how do you still sort of keep going ahead? Because you need to know that, oh, all right, if this doesn't work, how do we pivot? How can we make something? How do we make the most of this situation now? So I think sort of thinking sort of spontaneously and still keeping that calm is very important during stressful situations.
Yes, that is very true. Thanks so much for talking with me today. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Catherine. It was so lovely to talk to you. Thank you.
It's all music.